Hello guys, it's Gannon. Today we are going to be changing the Upstream O2 sensor on my Audi 3.0 supercharged V6. It's a S4. This will work on any Audi that has a supercharged V6. So you might be able to see it. It's behind this coolant tank, and there are no videos on YouTube about this. So today we're going to be taking a look. I'm kind of going to be winging it to show you guys how to do this yourself. So guys, this fix will work on the we have the S4, S5 with the V6, not the V8, the SQ5, the Q7, I think the A6, A7, A8 also have this engine, so this fix will be for all of those cars. The O2 sensor I got on eBay for $37. And the other special tool we are going to need is this right here. It is a 7/8 inch O2 sensor socket. It has a hole right here, so you can put the wire through like this, and then it's 3/8. So it's going to be hard to get to, going to be a little tricky because it is right behind this coolant bottle and heat shield. So we're actually going to have to take this coolant bottle off. And yep, that's going to be why it's so hard to get to. The main reason why these leak is you probably will not be able to see, but all the way behind here, this usually, oh, my bad. Let me set this stuff down. So the oil filter gasket, the oil filter housing gasket actually leaks, and it leaks directly onto the wire for the O2 sensors. So that's why they so commonly go bad. I will show you the codes that you're going to get right now. So guys, my car is fully warmed up. It's hot, so be very careful when opening your coolant tank. It is pressurized, and I'm sure everyone that knows anything about cars has learned the hard way to let all the pressure out. I don't know if you heard it, but you could hear it kind of hiss. And that's all the pressure gone. So now we are safe to open it up. So the coolant's also going to be really hot, so you have to be careful. Right here, there are two, I think these are 10 mil, that we're going to be taking off, and we're also going to have to disconnect this. Like power steering lines or lines in general in the way. So once you have that off, go ahead and take the hose off. So this right here, all you do, stick this pin, pull up, you'll hear it click. That's when you can take it out. Some coolant might spill out. Yours might be a little harder to take out. I've taken mine off before to change the spark plugs, so it'll come off pretty easy. There is a pipe down here and a connector on the bottom, and I know that from past experience. So we are going to gently lift this up, and all we need to do is really just get it out of the way. Okay. So I'm going to leave it right here. We might be able to get in there. I'll show you. So now you can see it way better. Actually, let me grab a headlamp. That is our O2 sensor. You're going to have to, I'm not sure if we're going to have to take the spark plug wires off, which is this. Might have to give us some more room. Overall, it shouldn't be too hard of a job. It's just going to be wire in the back that might be a little bit of an issue. Alright, so I just broke it loose. It did take a little bit. I had to take out my breaker bar or whatever. I'd use every extension. So now I'm gonna get in there and remove it completely. Okay, well, we're actually gonna have to take out the wire first, unplug it from the back. I'll try to show you, but it's going to be hard. It's in a weird spot. So, I'm sure you won't be able to see. Well, you definitely won't. But behind here, you can follow the cord. It's zip tied in one spot. Follow the cord down. So the other O2 sensor, you have to pop it out of a little metal thing. And I brought this over to show you. So how it's sitting in there is it plugs in exactly like this. This is how it plugs in. And then these two lines right here, it clips into a little bracket that's going to be oriented just like this, and it's going to clip in like that. Then, oh, I lied. It's like this. Then the connector is like this. The connector goes here. It clips in just like that. And then the wire runs along and goes in. It's a, if you have skinny hands, it's really not that hard. You just pop the other one out, follow the wire from the top cat. You can see the O2 sensor right here. Follow this wire and then go to there. And then the other wire you can feel with your hands. Let me see if I can give you a little better explanation. So you can see this O2 sensor right here. That one has a wire that comes in, and then it plugs in the same way, like with this, where it goes into a little spot so it can't move around. Follow that one. You unplug that one from the spot. Don't unplug the actual wire. And then you can reach your hand back around in here just like this, and that you can feel the wire. You might have to even go like this. So I can feel it right here. I can actually pull it up. So this is what I unplugged. I don't know if I'll be able to get a light in there, but oh yeah, right there. So that was clipped in. Then what you do is you feel your way, follow your way along this wire right here for this O2 sensor, unplug it from there, and then unplug the wire from the harness, which I still have to do, and I'm assuming that's going to be very hard. So stay tuned. All right, so I got it unplugged. Right here, it wasn't like horrible, but it's definitely just one of those jobs that's just kind of a pain. Now you can just unscrew the sensor with the wire. So it pops out just like this. So this is our sensor, and this is the reason it failed. As you can see, it is completely soaked in oil, especially right here. This is where it was falling on. My camera focus. There we go. You can see, look at that. All on the wires, on everything. The connector isn't too bad, so that's good. And here's our replacement. Looks to be the same thing, same color wires, so I think we're good. Just gonna chuck this on this one. And now to do the steps in reverse. So I just caught a thread. I think the reason I was doing it wrong is because it's actually more at an angle like this and not straight up. So that's, I think, why. So now what we can do is really snug it. So I was right. It is 37 foot-pounds of torque. Okay. All right. Well, we will call that good. So now to finagle our way getting this connector plugged back in, you're going to route it the exact same way it was routed before. So I just sprayed it with this, oh, not that, this cleaner. It's good at getting oil off. Now I'm going to use compressed air, get in there and make sure we get everything out. Alright guys, so my bike ended up dying and I have this leftover clip, so I'm going to do a voiceover of the rest of the steps I did. So after I cleaned the connector out, I plugged it in and then spent about 30 minutes putting the actual connector onto the little bracket for it. That was pretty hard and challenging. So I will leave the link for the sensor 1 and 2 for both banks in the description. So whatever your code says, if it says sensor 1 or 2, make sure to correlate that with the links. And then sensor 2 is a lot easier. It's just right there. You can just replace it pretty easily. It would probably take about 5 minutes. It's nothing you have to take out or anything. And there is some videos on YouTube for that one, just none for the specific one I had. So yep, I hope you guys enjoyed and this helped you guys out. Oh, I'll also leave a link in the description for the part that I used, the O2 sensor socket. So I hope you guys enjoyed and this helped you out. We'll see you next video, whatever it is. Adios.